Welcome to this session on Introduction to SCADA. The main objective of this session to learn SCADA and its components, and the topic to be covered in this session are: first, Introduction to SCADA, control operations, system components of SCADA system, and the architecture development of SCADA. SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. So first, understand the term of this system. System means some hardware or digital computing system. The data acquisition means the arrangement of digital electronic circuit to convert analog or physical quantity to digital form. Means it is the combination of a sensors plus digital circuit which converts the physical term in the analog form, and that analog form further converted to the digital form and store as a data in the digital form. So this data acquisition system means some software or hardware designed to log the value of a physical quantities or electrical parameters in the digital form with timestamp for further processing. Next term is the supervisory control. It means the system with communication facility to control devices on the field from the remote location on the basis of the data acquired. So it is the combination of a software plus communication channel and electronics or mechanical switches to operate the device on the field. So SCADA is the combination of telemetry and data acquisition systems. It is based on control system architecture with computer, some computing devices with graphical user interface, and the peripheral devices like PLC, discrete PID to interface with process plant or machinery. The SCADA concept was developed to be a universal mean of remote access to a variety of local control modules which could be from different manufacturers and allowing access through standard automation protocols. So the large SCADA system have grown to become very familiar to distributed control systems in function. So as a conclusion, the SCADA system is the heart of Industry 4.0. The next is the control operation. The key attribute of SCADA system is the ability to supervise and control variety of devices. So to control the devices in the field, there are actually 4 levels. Level 0, that is a shop level or the plant. Level 1, which having the direct control on the process, which consists of some small computing devices, microcomputers or microcontrollers. Then these microcontrollers have the communication with the plant supervisory. These are the small computers, and these small supervisory computers can communicate with these intelligent electronic devices on the field by some communication channel that may be wired or wireless. And further, these controllers or these intelligent electronic devices control the process in the plant. Simultaneously, the report of these supervisory controllers are sent to these coordinating computers, and the complete data of the coordinating computers are clubbed in the computer center, which is known as the main server. So if this level 4 production scheduling is want to send some schedule to this plant or want to control this plant, so this is the channel. The computer center sends the command to the coordinating computer, and this coordinating computer send the command to the supervisory computer, and further this supervisory computer send command to the microcontrollers, and microcontrollers send the control signal to the plant devices. This is the control operation in the industry. So small and large system can build using SCADA concept by using this concept. For example, industrial process, infrastructure process or facility process. The next thing is the system components. The components, different components in the SCADA system. So let us start from the field. On the field, the first component is the measuring devices, means the sensors, which is going to be sense the physical terms or electrical terms and convert those terms in the analog form and then further to the digital form. The next component is the field data acquisition system and the control units or remote terminal units. This is the combination of PLC systems which consist of with some analog cards, that is analog to digital converters and digital to analog converters. The next is the communication channel to communicate uh, measuring devices with the main computing system or to communicate RTU units with the main terminal unit. This is a central control station which is also known as the main terminal unit. And next component is the HMI devices for operators or users. HMI means human machine interface devices which have the functionality to show this acquired data in the form of graphical or single line diagrams or having the facility to generate the printout or to create the records. So the complete operation of the SCADA system is like this. The operator sets a parameter here in this system with the help of these HMI devices, and these parameters are communicated to the master terminal unit or main terminal unit by using the master slave module. Hence the parameters are set by this operator in this system are communicated to the this master unit, and further this master unit is communicating all those parameters to the field devices which are also known as the IED, that is the intelligent electronic devices, or the PLC in the system. And the PLC or the IED have the responsibility to execute those things in the field at the ground level. The next is the generation of SCADA system. So if we see the architecture development of the SCADA system, so we have total four generations. The first generation is monolithic. This generation is developed during the year 1970s when we were using the mainstream or mainframe topology, where we have only the two components of the SCADA system, that is the RTU and SCADA master. SCADA master means the MTU, master terminal unit, and the remote terminal unit, and there is the wired or the wireless communication between these two units. There is no HMI or graphical user interface in this generation. Then the next generation come in the picture, that is the second generation, which is the distributed. In this generation, one more component is added up here, that is the operating station or the human machine interface, and the control process and the control is distributed between the different operators, and different operators are communicating over the LAN network, that is a wired, with the main terminal unit or the communication server to send the command to the remote terminal units, and the redundancy of the system increased due to the multiple distributed systems here. The next generation is the third generation, that is a network generation. This generation is based on the principle of open system architecture, where not a specific vendor or a proprietary environment used for the communication between the MTUs and RTUs. There are the various type of communications are used here, just like the WAN wide area network, local area network, field bus, then mod bus, DNP3 protocol, and at the end the main feature of this generation is to use the TCP/IP protocol to communicate between the SCADA master and main terminal units and RTUs or the different devices, means to communicate between the different devices over the internet. And the last generation, the next generation, is the web based or the fourth generation, and which is also known as the Internet of Things generation. Here each terminal have the communication port and have the facility to communicate over the internet. So this is all about the introduction of the SCADA system, system components of the SCADA system, and architecture development of the SCADA system. So thanks for watching this video.